Well, good day, everybody. Glad you could join me today. Today's a short video. I just wanted to do a little bit of maintenance on my beefsteak tomatoes. The plants itself are probably, well, not counting that they're in a raised bed, so I say my plants are only probably maybe 4 feet tall, but very healthy and lots of tomatoes. But it's time for some maintenance. I've been keeping on to the suckering of the plants, and now what I want to do is remove some of the sun leaves. But I just wanted to show you a few things. Like, the stalks are very, very healthy, and you can see where I've been removing all the suckers. And right here again, I'll just pinch that off. Okay, up here, right here. Okay, I'll pinch that off. I'll make sure I get it all. All right. But there's some very nice big leaves. And they're just starting to crinkle. You can see that's just, this here is one leaf. Just that whole thing is one leaf right here. So I'm going to be getting rid of some of that. Now, there is a lot of fruit everywheres. Just got to look for it. But I want to get rid of all the suckers and sun leaves to give more growth to the fruit and maybe increase my growth in height. Like, look at that, eh? There's a set here, another set here, another set here, and then another set growing there, and more flowers on top. That is one plant. So the more bunches of tomatoes I get per plant, the better. Same here. This one here, fresh flowers. Okay, tomatoes on the back here. All right, work way down, same plant. Again, whoops, same plant. Same plant, all the way down. Yeah, so I want to get rid of like stuff like this, all the suckers. Okay, now this one here, you can see where there's a sucker here, but not really, because what happened is I had some plants that got hit by frost, so I lost all the tops. So I had to let a sucker grow so it creates a whole top. Same as this one here. Okay, this one here, as you can see right here, is a sucker, but I had to let it grow to form a new top. Because this one here, right here, was just a Y with no top. But still getting lots of tomatoes that are starting. Again, right here, see, this is a sucker here. I still got a good top, so I'll remove this. Now this here is all my Roma tomatoes, but what happened is this whole garden was supposed to be beefsteak, except for about 4 plants that had no tops on them whatsoever. See, like, look at this one, 0 tops. So I figured I'd just throw them in here, see what happens, eh? But it's growing. Starting to get ripened tomatoes. But this one here is starting very nice. There's a couple down there. Right in the bottom, you can see the bunch. Right in the bottom. Then here, and another bunch here, all the way up to here. There. More up here. And then more coming up here. Wow, she blurred out there. Okay. So anyways, yeah, so there's lots of bunches. That's one plant. So way down there, that one, that vine, this vine, and now we're going to get something up there. Same as in there. They're starting to ripen out pretty good. So there's lots of tomatoes, there's no doubt about it. Again, that's just one vine. Oh, what do we got here? Okay, I got to see where this plant's coming from, this one right here. So just bear with me. Okay, I gotta get a pair of scissors for that. I'll be right back. So anyways, this is the stuff you gotta look for. These extra shoots that are coming out from the bottom of the plant. Okay, so I cut it, and there you go. That there, even though it's got a flower on it, so there's a sucker right here on this, a set of flowers, but this whole thing basically is an unwanted sucker. It's taking all the nutrients out of the main plant. So you got to move them. Yeah, they got to be removed. That way it gives your tomatoes on the main stalk of the plant nourishment. Pollinators, hard at work. So yeah, this is no good. So you can see where I'm already suckering a lot of the plants. And again, this is one plant. So as you can see, it's going to be very productive, eh? The very top, you got flowers. Then a couple of days ago, these flowers started to turn into fruit. Then there's this. Then there's that vine down there. Then that vine there. More down there. And then another one down there. So as you can see, just the one vine, the one tomato plant, is yielding a lot of tomatoes. So there, that's one vine. There's another one. There's another one. There. Then there's possibility there. And then again at the top. So that's why you got to make sure you sucker all your plants. But right now, I'm going to remove some sun leaves. But again, these plants are only about 40 to 48 inches max for height. And lots of fruit. Like, look at that vine right there. Okay, so I'll continue removing all the suckers. And the suckers, here's a good example. First I got to check to make sure that this isn't one that I left. Okay, so this here one, even though it's a fair size, this one here is unwanted because that's not part of the main plant. This here one is not part of the main plant. So I'm going to trim that one out also. Okay, so I'll get back to you once I spend a little quality time with my plants and trimming all the unwanted. Be right back. Alright, just to give you an example, like I said, this is an unwanted shoot that comes right from the base of the plant. So look at how big that is. See that? That's a whole other tomato plant. Yes, it started to get tomatoes on it, but that's taking nutrients away from the rest of my plants. So there you go. That's a whole other bush. But it's taking everything off of them tomatoes. And I don't want that. I want these tomatoes to ripen up on the vine. Alright, I'll get back to you. Okay, I completed my trimming. So, pile there. Goes all the way around. And continues on. Right to this massive pile. Okay, just to get you a perspective, Okay, there's my tripod, right? So I'm going to gather up all the trimmings and put it in one pile. All right, just to give you a perspective on trimming my tomato plants. There's the pile of unwanted leaves. Poof. There you go. Even too heavy to stand up. But just to give you an idea, them leaves were shading the tomatoes, absorbing all the nutrients in the ground, all the rain, water, everything. You've seen how the tomatoes looked, the plants looked at the start of the video. Now I'm going to show you what they look like now. There you go. Nothing but tomatoes. I took all the leaves off from half up the plant right to the ground. Now you can see all the vines of tomatoes everywhere. And look how big them beefsteaks are getting. What do you know? I haven't seen my strawberries for almost a month now. But just to give you an idea, look at the depth. You can see right through to the other side. You can see everything. You can see all the strawberries, the lettuce, and like I said, over half the plant to the ground. I removed everything. I just left the top on to shade the tomatoes as best as I can. Like, look at the size of some of them. Now it opens right up. Look at that. So anyways, there's lots and lots and lots of tomatoes everywhere. Like, look at the vines full. As you can hear, she's raining pretty good now, but that don't matter. This is a job that took priority. Oh, little sucker I missed. Better go throw that in my pile. But look at that. You can see right through now. Like, look at the... Okay, so don't be shy. Once you have a lot of tomatoes on your plants and your stalk is healthy and everything's very, very healthy, go halfway up your plant and strip it right to the ground and just leave your vines with the tomatoes. Again, one walk around. You've seen it at the beginning. You couldn't even see the tomatoes unless I dug into it. So anyways, look at that. That's got to be over 4 inches across. Well over 4 inches across. So anyways, thank you for dropping in. I'm glad you can join me for this little video. Do not be shy, and make sure you have to sucker your plants. Like, to give you an idea, if you have a leaf here and this is your main stem, that's a sucker. Okay, so you got to take that off. The only reason why I'm leaving mine is because of the frost, and the frost took the top off of this one. So I'm going to leave this one turn into my main stalk now. So anyways, thanks for dropping by. Same as this one. I'm going to just remove this. There you go. See? You miss some every now and then. But anyways, thanks for dropping by. Have fun in your garden. I hope you're productive this year. Till next time, you guys take care. Bye now.